I'm privileged to introduce Mohaddesa Dehgani. She's assistant professor at my Amity School of Fashion Design and Technology, Amity University, Mumbai. MSc and BSc in Textiles and Fashion Technology from Nirmala Niketan College. She's a gold medalist. Recently launched her own label, Ritzeva, which is an exclusively stylish women's wear clothing brand that deals with customized clothing. Also featured as a costume designer in a Marathi movie, Ek Albela. She has completed her internship with renowned designer Archana Kochhar and worked as an assistant designer for an online casual wear brand. We welcome Mohaddesa for this up.
So good morning everyone. My name is Mohaddesa. As ma'am has introduced me, I'm currently working at Amity School of Fashion Design and Technology. I've also have my own label and I've just begun to do my PhD from Mumbai University. So since morning we are hearing about physics, chemistry, biology, sciences, medicine. So I would like to talk about here as one branch of science, specifically home science, which is also science, but it is more to do with design and creativity. So my field is textiles and fashion technology. So surprisingly, it is a branch of science, and I would like to speak more about this. The video. So this field is doesn't require only education as such. I will talk to you in detail about what education, what is the profile, what are the job opportunities. But I would like to highlight the point that this field is not only to do with education and the skill set that you acquire in their education, but it is also to do with your innate skills. Like some of us are really good with sketching. Some of us are born, we like to dress up. We find everything very easy for us, like, sketching and things like this. So we need to identify what are the skills within us. If we have if we have the skill within us, this is the right choice. And then definitely education along with this will take you a long way. We know a lot about designers right now. All of you know Manish Malhotra, Sabyasachi, Anita Dongre, right? Yes, we see a lot of students wanting to become like them. But then there's a pathway to go. I will just take you to a roadmap of how do you take this as your career option. So I would like to start with a small video.
Do you have what it takes?
Do you have what it takes?
Risk taker.
Business know-how.
Dedication.
Persistence.
Hard work.
Passion.
Kindness.
Do you have what it takes?
Do you have what it takes?
I'm Christopher Straub. I'm a designer in Shakopee, Minnesota. Right now we're in my design studio. This is in my home, in my basement. I consider myself an artist first and foremost. I am a self-taught designer. I never got any formal training as a fashion designer. I design and create fashion for runway shows, for photo shoots, and custom work for clients.
I'm Kevin Cramp. I'm a high concept knitwear designer for both men and women. I do knitwear collection and accessories. I have a first degree from Brown University in Rhode Island in Fine Art and Italian Studies, and a second degree from Central St. Martin's College of Art and Design in London in fashion design with knitwear.
Do you have what it takes?
So do you have what it takes, guys here? Any of you interested in fashion design, textile design as a career? Anybody? Okay, but you must be knowing people around you, students around you who are interested, so maybe you could pass on the information. Okay. Yeah, design. So basically everybody take this as a design field. Not many know that it is also a part of science. That is why we have less audience for fashion design. So basically, what is fashion design? I've told you it comes under the branch of fashion also, home science also, science also. It is the applied art of not only creativity and art, but also science and technology that is devoted to the designing of clothing accessories, everything. So it is not only sketching and stitching, it is right from the research of the fabric, the fiber, the print, the dyeing, the production, everything, the forecasting, fashion forecasting. So it's a very, very huge industry. The education is, there are specific education, but within that also you can branch out into a lot of sub-fields that you can branch out into. So it is one of the most, as we can see, attractive, glamorous, creative and exciting career options in today's time. We all know these designers, very, very famous for their work, but they have reached, after a lot of hard work, perseverance. So I want to like to ask all of you if you have a penchant for creativity, style, originality, which is very, very important in fashion design. We also require natural skill set for aesthetic sense, a good hand in sketching, color expertise, good taste, and a great sense of fashion. There are a few skills that you need to see if you are, you acquire them. So it is not just glamour and look good factor that is important. It is an extremely competitive industry. You need to make your mark to survive in this industry. You need to bring the newness. So if you have it in you, then it is the right career choice for you. If you possess the ability to be original, creative, I've said all this earlier, you need to be creative enough to combine colors, textures, fabrics, and express your ideas through sketches. And also good visualization qualities are required. So how do you go about it into your education? You require 10 plus 2, that is 12th in any field. If you want to take home science and do fashion design, you need to be 12 science. Then you have a 3-year degree program, bachelor's. You can do BA in fashion design, BSc in home science, and then do textiles and fashion technology. You have BDES programs, BTech fashion technology programs. So you have 3-year and 4-year programs in fashion design, textile design, and various other similar courses. Then you can further go on to do your master's, your MSc, you can do MA in fashion design, fashion technology. Again, they are 2-year courses. And then you can, if you're interested in academics, you can do your PhD and further pursue research. So just put a few subjects as to what will be your subject in your education, because people are not very sure. They feel only sketching is all about design. So just an array of subjects for you, practical as well as theory. Majorly the subject is to do with more than theory, it's to do with practical, but still there are a few subjects. Fashion illustration, fabric artistry, practicals, surface ornamentation, dyeing and printing, textile design, computer-aided designing. Again, it is an entire industry, an entire career option in its own, CAD designing. Pattern making, garment construction. Then in theory, you have all from textile science, textile technology, apparel production, management, marketing, fashion writing. All of this also can be individual careers in its own. So some of the recognized institutes that offer you fashion design degrees, some of the institutes that offer home science and fashion design, ma'am has already specified. You have Nirmala, Niketan, from which I have studied. You have SNDT. And the other institutes that will offer you fashion design courses. So what is your job prospect? It is one of the biggest industries. As long as we are wearing clothes, there will be fashion designer as a career. There will be this career to survive, and the employment options are huge. But where we can create a mark is by a strong education background and by building up a skill sets. So it is one of the largest and fastest growing industry, and it is the industry aims to reach 1,000 crore from the current 180 crore in the next 5 to 10 years. So not only education, you require all this. I told you, want to create something new, creativity, hard work, passion, drive. You cannot just say, "Mujhe kam marks mile 12th mein, I'm good at drawing, so let me take fashion design as my career." No. Your perseverance, your hard work has to be consistent, and you should have the vision to be a designer. So after you you complete your degree, you can work as an entrepreneur. I'm also an entrepreneur. Along with being an entrepreneur, you can work at design houses, boutiques, you can work at export houses, you can work with brands, retail brands, all the popular brands that you are wearing right now, you can work with them. Apparel production industries, textile mills. So you have a lot of options to work at, where you can work at. Different roles, different names. Education is the same, but you can branch out into various other careers. Fashion designer, textile designer, accessory designer, fashion stylist, costume designer. We hear a lot of movies, clothing for movies designing, all those comes under costume designing. So, fashion graphic designer, fashion analyst, fashion writer, journalist, also faculty and professor. Okay, thank you.